Okay, y'all, man. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode, man, of LC the One TV podcast, man. Right here on YouTube, man. As I told y'all, man, we was gonna be talking about this, man. We was gonna be talking about this, and only when the trial has started, we finally here, man. We talking about none other than my man P.DIDDY, may be freed based off of the testimonies we done heard so far, based off of the new thing that just came out with Trump saying that he will pardon P. Diddy no matter what happens. In this case, he's going to be free. And that's a lot right there, because as y'all know, we're going to do a podcast on Larry Hoover too. That's real touchy. Because I'm hearing it's not all what it's cracked up to be. But anyway, let's talk about this right here. As y'all know, I got ambient stuff. I got the kids. I can't do nothing about that. You know, they don't want to go to sleep. It's 10 o'clock. But we got to talk about this, man. Sean Combs, I got some sound bites, some video and stuff that we're gonna take a look at. We got one video right now. Amber Rose talking to Club Shay Shay about a couple months ago. Like I said, I was on my live stream. If y'all want to see the live stream, y'all probably can go over to Twitch and see the first parts of what I was talking about. But we're going to jump right into the meat. We ain't going to hold no bars and stuff like that. We're going to listen to what Amber Rose was really saying about these parties. She said she attended these parties since 2009. And she was saying if there was a free call situation, this exclusive like club at this these events, it didn't happen on that same day. Okay, this happened after the fact, and on other occasions and whatever. All right, but Diddy was there. He was hosting a party, and everybody that of high stature, like Ray J and others that probably attended these functions, they said the same thing. You know, where was these free call set, and we watching Diddy host the whole party. You know, they got video and stuff. They try to use every little thing to incriminate. But the fact of the matter, do they have video? They said they got video and stuff, but they probably got video of them, some private shit. You know, then a porno scene type stuff. But you never know how these prosecutors look at stuff, and you know they just trying to win their case. That's all they trying to do. But anyway, let's go to the video. A little bit more of what Amber Rose was talking about.
They never asked Ray J either. And me and Ray J was talking about it. We were like, I done been to the party, the after party, the after party. I've never seen none of that stuff. But that's not to say.
Now let me catch y'all up to what you know, all this had led up from. She was saying that she never got an invitation to these type of events. If it was an event like that after the fact, because y'all know Amber Rose, she didn't have a touch with porn and all that stuff. No, she's not no squeaky queen, she not no mouse. She real vibrant, you know, and everything, right? But this was a cult type of faction. You gotta understand that this was a club, another clique, something that's higher than her. If it did go down like that. If Diddy was allegedly the ringleader of it, you know, it was for those that's secret society, like a real secret society type of situation. Okay, well, she wasn't part of that lifestyle. You know, she wasn't clicked in with that. But she won't get the invitation, even though she's not a square. She just wasn't invited to that because, like I said, everybody that I heard that got exposed to that, it's like something that you know now, and you privy to this special type of thing that's going on, and if you tell, you know what can happen, because it's mob times today. Okay, basically, like I was saying on the live stream, it's mob times today. So you know, it's an open, it's a closed, open and closed door. Shut type of situation where, you know, this ain't no tell-all type of thing. What you witness here, and it stays here. Like what they say, what goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas. Same thing. What happened at P.DIDDY party, stay at P.DIDDY party. All those that's coming out and snitching, they insubordinate. Why? Because they couldn't take what was going on. That's it. So you should have been there in the first place if you weren't ready for it. Okay? Even though they talking about Cassie and stuff, and I'm listening on True Crime, they was talking about she a brave, she could have got out and stuff, and they were talking about how, yeah, she probably was scared because she a part of my times now. She with the other part of that lifestyle that's getting them that money. He didn't get $1 billion for nothing. I'm not saying that, what he was, if he was affiliated with this stuff, which he's affiliated with it, he's hosting the party. But the criminal part of it, I'm not saying that he affiliated with all that. What I'm saying is, she know what she was signing up for, because she was trying to make it in the business. And she was making it. She around all the top people. The Jay-Z's, whoever you could think of. All the top executives and all this and that. So you privy to this lifestyle now. You gotta accept it into the club. So you gotta shut your damn mouth. Even when Rihanna got her ass whooped by Chris, they whooped each other ass. Right? They didn't say shit else about it. They've been friends till they still in the life. Rihanna ain't getting no $1 billion just being like, She got that $1 billion because she in that lifestyle. Kanye West got that $1 billion because he in that lifestyle. These are billionaires. No way in hell this man finna sit in jail. They billionaires. They're probably the wealthiest 1%. I'm trying to get this thing to focus so I can get my skin quality right. Right? It's getting my skin quality. I'm black as West Snipe. I'm pure nigga. You understand me? And I had said something about that on my live stream about how us dark skins are being alienated. And that's what this is. They putting us all in the news. Okay? This is slander of character. This defamation of character. All the dark skinned blacks are getting. It's like a public lynching. Right? Everybody around Diddy camp or involved in this situation. I've been listening to his former security, all these other people. They all fair skinned. This is a personal attack on dark skin. And Trump is the only one intervening on this. I'm feeling the same thing where I'm at, where I be working and stuff too. People don't like to see us in the same, man. Look at Shay Shay. Shannon Sharp, he got scrutinized and stuff. Zion Williamson. It's like if they trying to take us out of the equation. They trying to correct something, which I don't know what it is. That's probably the Michael Jordan thing or something. But this, you gotta understand what this is a different time now. But Trump innovated. He innovated with Kanye West. So they was about to do Kanye. Until Trump said, no, I got him. Y'all ain't gonna do him like that. Now he got Diddy. You gotta understand, these are two brilliant minds. These boys are brilliant. I think I'm brilliant. And I'm going through the same thing. Before somebody gonna wrap their arm around me and shout out to my homie James Rondo. I think he the one that really been helping me. The president of the museum down there, who just went under some scrutiny. I don't even want to talk. That's my homie. And I just heard through word of mouth, like I heard about the situation. I didn't make nothing about it because I was like, man, look, you gotta understand something, man. These people, they wealthy, man. They gonna keep getting their money. They gotta top everything. They got this eviction up off me because they know me. My life is getting back to normal now, for real, more normal. I got a wife and kids now. I was alone for 10 years, a decade. Y'all gotta understand what's going on, man. Like, you know, this is a real lynching right now. And they trying to take people out. They trying to correct and change stuff. Time. Okay? That entity is still here. It's more prevalent now than ever. And everybody now, like I said, I got love for Trump. As a businessman, a person and stuff. But I feel like he wasn't I felt like he was a good candidate, but I feel like I wouldn't have did this if I was him. Especially after they shot at him too. Hell no. I wouldn't even done it. Because they're gonna do some more shit too. Especially after he pardoned Diddy or stuff like that and all the other shit that's about to happen. You know, but y'all gotta understand where we at. Alright, let's get back to it. This man a little bit more. Amber Rose talking on Club Shay Show.
That it does not happen or invalidate people that. But I do think it's a different day that I'm just not invited to. I don't know.
See, that's what I said.
I think it's a plot because we saw it happen with Russell Simmons. Now we see it happen with P.DIDDY. If you think it is a plot or a ploy to take down prominent high power.
Now he said it right, but when it happened to Russell Simmons left the country. Like I said, this is like I was saying in my last one. This is a structured thing. Slavery is still prevalent in their eyes. We dealing with systemic slavery. My friend Chanel put me up on that in 2005. When she asked that politician Baker, when she had Remus and Baker, she asked Remus, and he talked about that a little bit about the systemic racism. Okay, this is systematic racism by institutions or whatever. They control and dictate stuff. Corporations, right? And I hear you, boy. You gotta understand. Where we at. Y'all wanna see Zaire? Y'all gotta understand what time we at right now, man. Y'all seen Lyra on the live, so let me get right here. Hey, boy. I hear you calling me, man. Okay, y'all ain't seen Zaire in a long time, but now he been growing up. He about to be a year old in July. Say what's up, man. There's Prince Zaire, got his little helmet on and stuff. Hey, Zaire, we got our own little handshake and stuff we do and stuff. But this is my little man right here, this Zaire. But like I said, man, this is systemic racism that we dealing with. You know, and they trying to lynch this man. That's what they doing. They trying to lynch Diddy. And Trump intervened. Okay? It's not gonna happen. Alright, just like my homie probably intervened. You know, every time he came around, like when I was having this eviction case and he came back out of nowhere. Before all the other stuff I started hearing, he was like, "You alright?" And he could see I was kind of fucked up. Cause I was frustrated and worried. Cause I got them to think about, my lady. You know what I'm saying? And all the stuff that was happening to me was happening by happenstance. I couldn't control it. Somebody stealing my car, put me in debt. I got my car note primarily so I can get a house. Get these babies and my lady out this hood. Show them a different lifestyle. Okay? I'm working hard as hell. Okay, because I feel like I'm entitled to the lifestyle because I've been, I've been at my due diligence for years doing the right thing. You don't get these blessings like this by not doing the right thing. Now, I've been doing the right thing for a long time. I corrected my ways. You know, and God blessed me through that because of that. Because I'm doing the right thing. You know, I'm a man. I'm going to teach my boy how to be a man. You know, for real. And you know, it's like this skin right here, y'all don't understand what we deal with. Shannon can do test for that. Kanye, Diddy, it's different, man. Y'all don't understand. Especially in this country. And these cities are different. Every city is different. They got their different tone for a dark black. And I hate to say this, but hey, man, somebody got to be brutally honest about the situation. Because that's what they do. They trying to lynch this man. They trying to hang this man because he probably did something like he cashed out his vote. He made somebody mad. He was making them money. He left the scene. He got tired of doing that. At some point in time, you grow up. You can't keep hosting no party. He's been 60 fucking years old. Some people, they don't want it to stop. People used to traditions. That's America. They're used to traditions. All right, but let's get back to it. Let's listen a little bit more. Then we're going to go to true crime.
Black men?
I don't know. It really depends on the evidence, right? Because they did say that there were drugs in the baby oil. I don't know. That's alleged.
Is that true? You think they pumped 1,000 bottles of baby oil?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
And this was a 2-month-old interview.
Like you said earlier.
Right.
This drugs and every part.
You just don't know.
Right.
But if that is in fact true, then that is a problem. One thing I do know about Puff is that he's an abuser. You know, he abused Cassie. We all saw the video.
Right.
It is not okay. Mm-hmm. But as far as the freak offs, I don't know about that. I just.
Did you have, when I say relationship, I don't mean intimate relationship, but did you have a relationship with Puff Daddy where you cool? Did you talk? Did you know him? Things like that?
Now, before you say something.
We didn't talk on the phone and we didn't hang out, but I was.
Now, she said she's been to every party, right? So, like I said, there's some stuff she can't say right now in this interview. But the one thing that I'm finding that, you know, they caught my attention right now, is her talking about him being an abuser. Now, like I said, when Chris Brown whooped up on Rihanna, now he really whooped her. She had real bruises and stuff like black eyes and busted lips. He was scratched up and stuff too, but he really whooped her. And nothing happened to that boy. Diddy barely did it. I mean, he was kicking and stuff at her, but she was clutched up and stuff. And they showed like a little swollen lip or whatever. But based off what they were saying in the true crime thing, they were saying she had gashes and he was beating on her for years. Like, why we never seen nothing and heard nothing? It's so alarming to me. Why? I mean, she a public figure. And she pretty as hell. She a singer. Why we never heard nothing? I mean, because you got the Ike and Tina Turner situation, right? But they had their little fisticuffs and all that. That's basically what this kind of was like. Based off how they described and everything. They had that type of relationship. You know? And it was supposed to be private. So if she walking around with black eyes and all this and that type of stuff, they in that high lifestyle. They in that club. You know, ain't nobody gonna say shit. So how Amber Rose all this, she was talking because she in that lifestyle too. She just said, yeah, I know about that. But all this other stuff, I don't know about none of that shit. The trafficking and all that, because I wasn't around, I ain't see none of that. But this is some really interesting stuff, man. You know, it's really interesting. Let's get back to it.
Always invited to the party.
Okay.
And that's the extent of our friendship.
Okay. Now, is it true that you were at the Halloween party?
So she was hanging out with him.
Son and Ray J got into it?
I was, yes. I was right there.
What happened?
I heard about this on that. Yeah, what happened? All right, we got a commercial, y'all. What's that? Fortnite? Overwatch? One of them damn things. What happened?
they just pressed Ray J. They were just like, stop talking about dad. And then Ray J said what he said, like something like, I know your dad better than you know your dad, or something like that. And then it just got ugly for a second. Yeah, because I'm cool with Christian and Justin and Quincy, but then I also love Ray J. It's like my brother, and I'm just like, guys, please, just stop. It's not worth it. Y'all don't want to do this. Like, so it's, and I told Ray J, I said, look, that's their dad. What do you expect them to do? Like, of course they're going to stand up for their dad. You know what I mean? Like,
she's not telling what happened in the pub.
It's reported that Breezy, Chris Brown, was the peacemaker. Is that true?
I think I was the peacemaker.
That was you.
Well, from what I remember, I was going to both sides, like, y'all don't need to do this. But maybe Chris came down at some point. It was in the garage. I'm not sure.
What have you learned about Fame?
Now, we just heard a little bit about what she was talking about, about the parties and stuff like that. Now, let's go to True Crime. And she talking about Trump going to pardon Diddy, regardless of the fact. No matter how you look at it, no matter what happened, he going to be a free man. Which I had already said it was going to be a mistrial or something. And Stephen A. Smith got one of those attorneys on his show, the brother that be on his show, and he was saying if something terribly do go wrong within the prosecution's examinations and stuff like that, then right now he says it's going smooth to the prosecution. But it don't matter because after Trump said what he said, it's a wrap. He's going to be pardoned. If he get a conviction, he's going to be pardoned. So, yeah, it's a double-edged sword. They can't win. No matter how good the prosecution come up with their findings and stuff, and all this and that, the evidence, it ain't going to fucking matter. It's going to get them lawyers a high praise, but it's a waste of time, like I said before. That's why I was saying they might as well throw it in town now. Get this shit over with and stop wasting taxpayers' money on this bullshit. Over some party shit. And some domestic scene stuff. It's crazy. Alright, let's listen to what she was saying. Listen.
That takes a lot of backbone to stand up feds and not show up pursuant to a subpoena if she did get a subpoena. Who is Gina? Sydney Summer, who is she?
Gina is another girlfriend.
Now they're talking about this girl who had like abortions and all this and that. She's a ghost witness now. She left and she got a subpoena to court. So she can go to jail for not adhering to the authorities. Alright? But she don't want to testify. Okay? For probably a number of our reasons too. Because she probably feel like her life is probably in jeopardy. That's what she probably feeling now. She probably feeling like, man, my life is in jeopardy. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to testify against this man. And I know a lot. Okay, let's listen to some more.
Friend of Diddy, and she was dating the mogul, the rapper, at the same time as Cassie.
Wow.
From 2014 to roughly 2019. So this was a 5-year relationship. It was fairly serious, but the whole time she was completely aware that Tony was also dating Cassie, and he reminded Gina of that over and over. She says he constantly belittled her and used Cassie against her, but she really fell for him, and she described falling for him because he told her he loved her. It was kind of a love. Like, they had only known for a few months, and Home came on really strong. So she thought they had a real connection, and like Cassie, she stayed despite years of abuse.
See, that's what I'm saying. They slander his character because, these women are beautiful, man. Cassie, look at her. She is Damn, she is stunning, man. How can he walk around and beating on these girls? He got a number of women in his life. His mama. He adores his mama. Right? And I'm not saying that he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Because you live with a female, man. Come on. It's going to always be some type of domestic situation. Okay? You got to understand their nature and stuff like that. It's always going to be some drama. But I know he wasn't physically like punching them and blacking their ass. Like, I mean, we see the video and stuff. But in the video, you don't see him just punching her. He was kicking at her. Because he a man, you know, he could have really messed them up real bad. He didn't go that far like that. You know? But, I mean, it's not a good thing to do that, period. You know? I don't condone it. I mean, I got my little mishaps too. I'm not no perfect person. Every man has said they ordeals and stuff with a female. You know? But y'all gotta understand their nature. And that's how they are. You know, it's like you just gotta learn how to deal with it. But all this other stuff that probably was occurring, like they saying there was some freak offs going on and all that stuff, and you know, all that's alleged stuff until you prove it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's like Ray J was making a valid point. Like, man, it's getting kind of disgusting. Like, showing all this sex stuff. That's all they showing is some porno stuff. They looking ridiculous in court. Where does the racketeering coming in with a money part? How did he make his money off of this shit? They got proof of that? This is unbelievable, man. Like, you know, but that's what happens when you know, got these statuses in, you know, life. And you black.
We are live at the courthouse. Sean,
listen, that's good.
Diddy, aka Puff, Puffy, Puff Daddy, Love, and many more monikers on trial in a multi-count federal indictment. At this hour, a missing Diddy witness mysteriously vanishes days before the trial, and her allegations are some of the most disturbing yet.
Wow.
Victim number 3, as laid out in the indictment, is reportedly Gina Quinn. And why has she disappeared? I think I know. Listen.
He stomped on my stomach.
Wow.
Really hard. And I took the wind out of my breath. I couldn't even.
Now, where's this girl at? Who interviewed her? So now she disappeared.
I couldn't breathe.
Unwind with Tasha K.
Unwind with Tasha K.
Okay.
Joining me in all-star panel, Sydney Sumner. You believe that victim number 3, reportedly Gina Quinn, never testified. Why?
She disappeared, Nancy. We haven't heard from her since before trial. And this seems very, very odd because prosecutors did secure an alias for Gina to testify under, a pseudonym. She was not supposed to give up her actual identity on the stand. But just a few days before trial, they came back and said, no, victim 3 wants to testify under her name. Of course, not revealing her name at that time. But they changed their mind and said, we don't need this alias anymore. And then as we...
Okay, well, I mean, was she involved? You gotta understand something, man. Y'all seen that movie Escort? And I got a photograph that I can upload right now and show y'all. I can upload a photograph right now. I think I will. I think I'm finna show y'all. Hold on, give me a second, man. Y'all give me a second. I'm finna show y'all. You know, these parties were happening. It was an upscale type of lifestyle. Y'all gotta understand that, man. Y'all have to understand what was going on. It was this was on Facebook circulating around months ago. I'm gonna show y'all the photograph. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all the photograph. I'm not gonna edited and none of that stuff. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the picture. I may have to edit it and all that. Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to get to it right now. I'm gonna upload it to my email so I can get it to y'all real quickly. And this is real time right now. Well, y'all watching the video. Okay? Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. I'm gonna get this to y'all. And I should have did this before I did the production. But it is what it is. Hold on. I'm gonna get this to y'all. Hold on, man. Wait a minute. I'm gonna show y'all, man. I'm gonna show y'all. And like I said, these are upscale parties. This is the upscale lifestyle. They can't be stopped. Okay? Because they clearly have been stating, and they're gonna continue to do this stuff. Alright? What can you do? Okay? All the people that's testifying right now is just asinine. Don't make no damn sense. He's a billionaire. He's part of the wealthiest 1% club. There's no conviction. Donald Trump even said, we're not going to convict our hosts that host our parties. Are y'all fucking crazy? Now they can just make it even more private. Shit. Just like he put Elon Musk in the cabinet. Could be some real private shit like Diddy, but you won't know nothing no more. Diddy goes straight hiatus on people. Don't know shit about him or nothing. It's real like that, man. They got too much money, number one. Number two, he wasn't going to jail in the first place. This is all publicity to research his career. However it's going to be. Because what I'm seeing out of this, there will be an unbelievable movie. Because they did Biggie movie. They did Puffy movie. They did Tupac movie. His movie going to be off the chain. Okay? And it's going to be so real with all this sex and stuff involved in it and stuff. Like, damn. It's yeah. Okay, hold on. I got to do this another way, man. It's tripping me out. They're making all this hard. But I'm going to show y'all this photograph, and we're going to end this stream like that, man. We're going to end the stream like that on this note. Well, not the stream, but this podcast. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. Y'all see I'm multitasking. I got my boy right here. I got Prince Zaire right here in the house. Prince Zaire right there. Yeah, he got his helmet on to smooth that head out. So he looks suave. Hold on. I'll show you how this capture for y'all real quick. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Your boy working hard for y'all, man. But like I said, man, so far this is the third, fourth week of this stuff, and I haven't heard no testimony, no real court. I haven't heard no court statements or testimonies or nothing like that. I'm just going off of social media and what I'm hearing. Stephen A. Smith reporting. Certain other people saying stuff, and I'm catching it. Unless Ray J said he got tired of listening in. Like, he's gonna get tired of sitting and listening to this stuff. And, bless you, boy. With all this other stuff that's going on and all this and that type stuff. Okay, I got it up there. Now I gotta go to my email real quick. Hold on. Now give me a second. I'm working for y'all, man. I'm working for y'all, the people. All right, hold on. I'm gonna get this picture for y'all. Okay, there's my Yahoo. Hope y'all have no problem logging in my Yahoo. I should still be signed in. I'm about to show y'all real quick, really quickly, this picture right here. And man, you go through all these streams, man. Try to sign in another way. You'll be asked, what? Sign in with your passkey. Hold on, y'all.
So which one?
Man, they're making it so hard, man. Like, damn. Hold on. Sign in with the passkey. You'll need temporary turn on Bluetooth while turning off. Oh boy, they're making this hard. Whatever's gonna take, man. Let's get this over. Man, I'm not gonna do all this, man. This request comes from the app phone.com. To tap to set up your. Man, they tripping. They want me to do all this extra stuff. I'm not gonna do all this, man. Just to show y'all the picture. I could just show y'all the picture on my phone. How about that? I just do it like that. I just show y'all the damn picture. Look, this is Diddy at a party. Him, J-Lo, Jay-Z, and I don't know some of the other people that was in this function. I'm gonna show y'all right now. Okay? These parties, they was happening, man. Y'all see that right there? Y'all see it real close. Look at that. Got Jay-Z, Diddy, J-Lo. I don't know the other girl. J-Lo ain't got no top on. This was a high-profile exclusive. That's why J-Lo came out with that movie Escort. It was a high, upscale lifestyle. Like, it's part. I'm not invited. I'm not allowed right in the scene right here now. They got some stuff going on right now in Chi-Town. With this new group that came around here, like I'm not even dumb. Like I haven't seen the crowd come through. But I'm not allowed. And I don't even care to be allowed. Cause I have my own thing going on, my own function. You feel me? But I just hate it when they get to acting bougie and acting all brand new and special and shit like people be squares and lames and stuff like we don't know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit make me want to make people kick rocks and shit. Like, man, y'all go with that bullshit, man. You know, that's because I'm not at your function, your little party, your little lifestyle party or whatever. Don't, man, come on. Let's just some more of this right real quick.
We couldn't find victim 3 anymore. So it's a very odd progression of events from wanting to come out, wanting to tell her story, wanting to own her own identity on the stand.
Does it matter?
To Rachel Fisher joining me, anti-trafficking expert, I had the same thing happen in a child sex trafficking case. The victim went missing. The trial had already started.
Wow.
Okay? The trial had already started. The next morning was the victim got opening statements and the victim disappeared. So I shuffled the witnesses and started with other witnesses. And that night, my investigator and I were out till 5 o'clock in the morning, and we found the girl. And she came in and testified, and she was petrified. But she testified, and there was a conviction. The perps got 20 to life behind bars. So this is not uncommon. And I find it really interesting. I'll circle back to Bethany Marshall on this, that she was very bold at the get-go saying, I don't need a pseudonym. I don't need a Jane Doe. I'm going to testify under my own name. And then she does a runner.
Wow. Like I said, these people are billionaires, man. Y'all got to understand what this is about, man. This is all about money. You know, these people in a lifestyle, man, yeah. So, y'all got to keep that in mind. But anyway, man, I got to get up off this podcast, man. I just had to talk about it, man. You know, maybe a upload raw and cut based off of, the situation I'm dealing with now. But Diddy may be a free man, and I think he will be. And after this, I think he going cold turkey. He's gonna dipset on y'all, man. But like I finna dipset. But anyway, thank y'all for stopping by, man. The podcast LC1 TV. I got my boy Prince Zaire right here. Zaire say bye bye to everybody. Say bye. Bye. Ooh, throw some muscle. Throw some punches. Look at the camera, boy. Right here. Look at that camera, man. You see the camera right there? Look, you see the camera? You see it right there? Say hi, everybody. Say bye. This is yeah. All right. But anyway, man, we're about to get up out of here, man. We're gonna talk to y'all on the next video, man. We teasing right now and stuff. But yeah, I thank y'all for watching, man. You know, like I said, Diddy may be free soon, so don't get it missed student, man. And also, if y'all support me, man, want to support this stream or the live podcast when I do it, y'all can look at my social media handle, my Cash App, okay? My Cash App. I don't know why y'all ain't seen it right now. Hold on. Y'all can support the stream, man. Y'all can check out my Cash App. And hold on. There it is right there. I don't know why it's not showing up. Why it's not showing up? Hold on. Let me move it up. Let's see if that's it. There you go. But yeah, make sure y'all subscribe, man. Follow me. Those are my social handles right there, man. Snapchat, Instagram, Twitch. You know, Cash App me at LC1 if y'all want to support me, man, in any form, shape, or fashion, monetary wise, because I do need the money to help the production and stuff like that and everything, and add more stuff into it. We could probably do a live forum thing, on YouTube on the actual channel itself and all this and that. But anyway, man, I gotta get up out of here, man. I'm gonna talk to y'all on the next one. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, share, comment, subscribe, and most importantly of all, if you don't do nothing else, man, turn on the notification bell button so y'all get notified when I'm doing this live stuff for y'all, man, the people, man, because I love y'all, man. It's like y'all been giving me. I love y'all, and I get that love right back. I reciprocate it right back to y'all, man. I'm tired. I've been working hard, man, for a long time. Doing overtime. I gotta do what 9 hours tomorrow. Well, I mean, how many hours I gotta do tomorrow? 15 hours tomorrow. Get off at 2 o'clock in the morning. But anyway, had to get it in for y'all, man. Been a long time. I told y'all I was gonna come back and start talking to y'all about Diddy case, man. Yeah. Whew. They said it's getting kind of ugly. But Diddy could be a free man pretty soon, man. I'm not condoning a lot of stuff that probably did happen if it did happen like that, but he an old man now. You know what I'm saying? And he don't spend the rest of his life in jail. For some stuff he could have been tried for. Like I said, he been cool all this time. And he been doing what they've been wanting him to do. But when he starts saying no, he changed his lifestyle, you see what happens. That's what happens. So he was ready for it. Right? But anyway, I gotta get up out of here. Make sure I like to come subscribe. Go house on message. Me and Zaire, we out of here.